going somewhere?
My flame shrouded in the moon is melting.
I'd say you couldn't live it up. You make me feel so desirable. So many callers, so little time. If you don't get through to me tonight, don't let it break your heart. I'm here each and every AM. So keep dialing those magic numbers and just maybe you'll be as lucky as this caller. What's your name, Night Owl?
Hello, Deb. This is Greg.
Hello, Greg. Up late, aren't we?
Well there, Deb. I work a night shift here at the power plant pretty much alone, and the only thing that gets me through this shift is your pretty little voice.
Thank you, Greg.
I imagine if you was half as pretty as your voice, you're the prettiest woman in the city.
Aren't you the gentleman?
I imagine you a lot, Deb. Like I said, all by myself, and it does get lonely. Sometimes a man can't help himself, especially when I hear you. It's like you're here, straddling my...
Greg, there's a little thing called too much information. Caller, you're whiling away the evening with the Deb of Night.
Good evening, Deb.
Yes, I think that's implied by the title of the show.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
Never worry, Deb, that the world is going to end.
I haven't felt that way since Brad Pitt got married.
Do you have any idea how insignificant you are? When they start devouring
Maggots love you.
be but a trust me on their capes.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
There is a red star in the night sky. The blood of mortals and the blood of ages all will be consumed. They are coming. These are the final nights.
Okay, well, good luck in the next election, Senator. Apologies to all you night owls out there, but this girl's got something she's got to take care of for the next few minutes. Here's a little music to keep you up, if you get my meaning.
While you were gone, I tapped my foot over 3,000. Is there something I can do for you? Oh. Are you married? That makes sense. It all makes sense. It's like you've pulled the shades off my mind's window. I can You will. I do love you so much. What can I do to show my appreciation?
Bill's here. Gotta run. Great breakfast, honey.
Have a good day, dear.
Here,
I'm
here.
glad you liked the muffins.
Hey, what's that on the counter? That's not my margarine. That's
It's all a
butter.
blur of nonsense.
Bitch. You know
I'd
I'm
rather
supposed
forget
to
the
watch my
past,
LDL
the
levels.
ignorance, and just follow your trail of...
Change? You couldn't even tell.
You don't want a divorce. You're trying to kill me.
Okay.
I'm glad I slept with your sister.
I thought it was margarine grade B butter. Well, the rancid taste of margarine with all the saturated fat of butter.
You are on fire, Bill! I finally took your advice and you were right. I feel more confident than ever. You the man! Isn't it great?
Play with me?
I couldn't even believe it. We went out to dinner, and afterwards we started getting busy. I went into the bathroom to take it. I could feel it right away. Hell, you could see the title change in the toilet bowl.
The Visotrack, for an ordinary drug-enhanced erection just isn't enough. Common sight.
At a dig in Turkey, the sarcophagus was on its way to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History for a detailed analysis and exhibition. Authorities are expected to release the sarcophagus to the museum.
Anything I can do for you tonight?
Several dead at a beach house in Santa Monica tonight. Police suspect
My
this likely
flame
carried out
shrouded
during
in the moon is
They
melting.
suspect this may be the work of vampires and... Hey, have you seen any vampires around here? Art criticism or vandalism? Paintings on display at Santa Monica's Gallery Noir were slashed by an intruder who evaded
Anything
capture by security. The
Concern?
paintings were estimated to be worth nearly $250,000. They were to be auctioned in a
Not
charity
easy,
event
even in this
tomorrow night.
country.
A massive explosion
Military-grade
rocked Santa
sniper
Monica
rifle with
tonight,
50
sending
caliber
several
ammo
fireballs
could
into
take
the sky and prompting a lockdown of the warehouse district where the explosion took place.
Specifically?
Early reports suggest that the warehouse destroyed in the
What you
explosion
want is a
was being
Spaz
used for
15.
construction operations.
I got a connection
And
for
that
those, but I haven't seen him in a while.
possibly came
Think he's
from
in
you.
Mexico.
Stay tuned to
Soon as
Channel
he get-
3 for further updates.
Specifically?
Oh,
yeah, I got a lot of requests for those. I blame the movies. Everybody thinks they're a riot till they set their friends on fire. They're not very easy to get hold of. I got a Vegas... Specifically?
Police have stated that vigilantes
Only a
will not be
lunatic would
tolerated,
want that kind of
and that they
ordinance.
know
That's why they got him...
The Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown
Concerning?
Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton,
Specifically?
a former convict that was recently released
Santa
from
Monica's
behavioral
quiet
was found
mostly.
butchered,
That is
similarly
till
to
you
the
came
other
to town.
victims of the serial
Not a
killer.
lot of operators or
Police
police
believe
here,
there
which
may
is
be a
why I
connection
like it.
between Milton's prison
Not a
past
beach person.
and the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight.
Specifically,
Simon Hilbert, host of local cable show
downtown's a
Austin LA,
mess.
and his
Always
crew
has
are
been.
reported
I
missing
get called
tonight.
down there sometimes.
The team of the
Nines'
popular
people,
supernatural
LaCroix's
themed
people, a
program
lot of
filming
tension in
around
the air.
downtown Los
A lot of
Angeles,
drugs and a
according
lot
to
of
the show's
crime.
producer. But friends and family of the crew started to worry when they failed to return from a night of shooting. No traces. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away. The mystery creature is
hardware, too.
Mr. LaCroix told me to keep an eye out for you, Coffee Cake. Said to send you right up. You know, I'm keeping the undesirables out and the innocent safe and secure. I'm the thin blue line that separates the crazy. Yeah, you go right on up and see. That ermine gland oil in that new badge polish really makes this sucker shine.
I've said all I need to for now. I don't have time for a monologue. And the Ankaran sarcophagus. Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You... Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Each minor problem like a grain of sand. Each night I inherit the desert. The Sabbat's appearance has put the Yes, for the moment. You know, your demeanor thus far bears similar characteristics. Yes, about Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian Primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoia. I suppose I... Which is... When we hear from Grout, you may come back. Oh, and to show my appreciation for your dedicated service to me, I have secured you a haven nearby. The Primogen hate to be kept waiting. When we hear from Grout...
Yeah, you go right on up. Camera 31, nothing. Camera 32, nothing. Camera 33, office fling. Camera 34, nothing.
Yeah.
Muslin shrouded and the moon is melting.
Money, right? I've got your cut right here. Money. Come back in a few...
1, 2, 3, shots, people!
maiden reigns.
Play with me? Okay.
There is evidence that suggests the crew or several members of the crew were slain, though no names are being released at the moment. One piece in the Elizabeth Dane's cargo was revealed as the Ankaran sarcophagus. Discovered at a dig in Turkey, the sarcophagus was on its way to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History, for a detailed analysis and exhibition.
Play with me?
Authorities are expected to release the sarcophagus
I
to the
feel
museum
a
in the
little
next
bit
few days.
lightheaded
Simon
right now.
Milligan, host of local cable
Maybe
show
I should
Haunted
lie
LA,
down.
and his crew are reported missing tonight. The team of the popular supernatural-themed program were filming around downtown Los Angeles, according to the show's producer. But friends and family of the crew started to worry when they failed to return from a night of shooting. No trace has been found yet of the haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end, though police disagree and have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists
Play with
scratching
me?
their heads.
I
Found by
feel a
jogger
little bit
early on Tuesday
lightheaded right
morning who
now.
says he smelled it a mile away.
Maybe I should
the
lie
mystery
down.
creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it.
Did you
in the
miss me?
cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. A massive explosion rocked Santa Monica tonight, sending several fireballs into the sky and prompting a lockdown of the warehouse district where the explosion took place. Early reports suggest that the gas destroyed in the explosion was being used in a weapon smuggling operation, and that the source of the detonation
Souls draped in rotten tatters, and father dances in the dark.
Baby girl.
What's wrong?
Need a ride?
You! What are you doing here? Out now. You should get out of here. This place...
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of... It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose... Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess in there. My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
Stop doing that. Mother shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure. I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, more poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter. For I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.